Hey guys, it's Kirby. Welcome back to Style Survival. So, Halloween is coming up, my favorite time of year, and I have some inspiration for you. Transform into Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad. But first, before we get into the hair and makeup, we have to design the actual costume. Okay, so if you watch the Suicide Squad trailer, Margot Robbie is wearing this really cool, kick-ass baseball shirt that says Daddy's Little Monster, and it looks like it's been painted and cut up a little bit. Painting is too much effort for me. Sorry, Margot. So, go to a sporting goods store and pick up a kid-size baseball tee like this one with the red sleeves. You'll also want iron-on transfer paper. You will need an iron. You're also going to need scissors to cut and to make holes in the shirt with. All right. So you may be wondering, yo, Kirby, what font is this? How did you even make this? There's a font online called Jezebel. I'm gonna put the link to this font in the caption so you guys can go and download it. You're gonna write out Daddy's Little Monster in Photoshop or in Word, whichever one you have, on an 8x11 sheet of paper. Make sure it's landscape so that it will go across your chest. Make sure that you flip the image horizontally. That way, when you iron it on the shirt, it will read from left to right and not backwards. When you actually iron it on, grab a piece of regular computer paper and place it on top of the iron-on transfer. That way it'll protect the shirt. Once it's ready and it's completely transferred, just lift the paper off and start cutting up your shirt like I did. I grabbed the scissors, I made some along the chest, or along the bottom of the shirt, made some holes, and then I added a few tears up at the top, even though she doesn't have those. For the makeup, the first thing you want to focus on is getting your face and your neck totally pale. You could use white cream makeup, but I found while doing this that white cream just looks really, really oily and it accentuates every single pore. So I have been mixing the palest foundation that I have in my repertoire, usually the foundation that I have during the winter, and I'm cutting it with just a pinch of the cream white makeup. Apply this with a sponge all over your face because you want to get that pale look. You don't want to be completely stark white like a ghost or a mime or a clown, but you do want to have that palish look that Margot has in the trailer. Now remember, all I have to work with here is the trailer and then some photos that I've been finding online. No close-ups, so really this is my own interpretation. Then once you're done, powder the heck out of your face. And don't use a brush. I find that brushes just move everything around and can blur everything. Instead, you're focusing on keeping your makeup set. Use a powder puff, put a little bit of high performance translucent powder on there, and puff away. Okay, now the foundation and the base of your look is done. I'd like to go right into brows. So I am using a cream black makeup from Makeup Forever. This is the Flash Color Case. I'm obsessed with it. I've had this thing for 3 years, so it really does last you a long time. And I'm using an angled eyeliner brush to make my eyebrows a darker black shade. Now it's time for eye makeup. I feel like this is when really everything comes alive for Harley. I'm using a few different shades of blue, including this navy shimmer from Tom Ford, and 2 shades from this Urban Decay Vice palette. And I'm bringing that all the way from my eyelid down onto my cheek. Kind of like I just ran my hand all over my face and brought it downward. And listen, this eye makeup look doesn't have to be perfect. It's supposed to look like you've just been fighting crime, all right? Because that's essentially what she's been doing. So don't worry about blending this eye makeup to perfection. After you've brought it down onto your cheek, you want to blend a little bit of the blue underneath your eye. I'm also adding a little bit of the cream color from the Makeup Forever case, just to add some accents. Okay, now for the other eye, the pink eye. Not pink eye, but the pink eye. When I'm looking at Margot Robbie in these photos, while her hair is pink, I noticed that some of her eye makeup mimicked her lipstick, which is red. So I added a little bit of red just to give it a little bit more definition. Okay, so if you leave your shadow like this, it's fine, but it's not gonna be that cute because there's no definition to your eye. So take a black eyeliner like this one from Benefit, line your lash line. You can smudge it, make it really smoky. Then you wanna bring it underneath your eye and also create a little bit of a wing on the top of your lid. This is gonna open up your eye. So the eyes are almost finished. Now I'm going straight into the lips. I'm using a MAC red lip pencil to outline my lips, filling it in a little bit so that if I talk throughout the night or have a drink or two, that I'm gonna have some lip insurance. Gotta have insurance, right? From the trailer.
Hope you got insurance.
Come on, guys, give me a break. So you're gonna use a little bit of that lip liner just to make sure that your lipstick does not go away. Then on top of that, I'm using a matte NYX red lipstick. Okay, one trick to the trade here. If you mess up your lipstick or you have a blemish and you need to cover it up, I really love a white eyeliner pencil for this. I have been breaking out, so I've been using that white eyeliner pencil to cover up my blemishes and to define and highlight my lips as well. Okay, now it's tattoo time. I feel like this is gonna be her signature look from the movie. She has a heart on her cheek and then rotten written on her right jawline. I freehanded the tattoos with eyeliner pencils, but if you're a little scared of that, try looking online for temporary tattoos. Just make sure that you apply them before you apply your foundation. All right, so now that your makeup is done, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the hair. If you have long, blonde, beautiful flowing hair, guess what? This is gonna be super easy for you. Me, on the other hand, I have a short bob, so I had to go get a wig. I got this at a wig store. It's long and it's already curled. Word to the wise, don't try to curl your wigs. If it's cheap, it's synthetic, and it will catch on fire, it will burn off. Instead, try to find a wig that's already curly. Make sure that you have a little skull cap so you can hide your hair. Then, once you have the wig on your head, put it into 2 pigtails. Her pigtails are pretty high, so try to get them as high as possible. Now, you could see my natural hair color coming out from the wig. So what I did was bring some tendrils to the front to kind of conceal and also made my hair a little bit more messy. That way you can't really see my actual hair color. Now that your hair is in pigtails, you want to start coloring each side. Remember, the side needs to correspond with the color of your eyeshadow. So pink with pink and blue with blue. I'm using this spray color from Jerome Russell. It comes out wet, but then it dries into a powder. So I'm spraying it onto my brush and then immediately starting to brush it through my hair and then moving my way up so it creates an ombre effect. Listen, if you spray this directly on your brush, it might ruin your brush. So A, don't use a nice one, and B, if you don't want to do that, just spray it directly onto your hair and brush it through with your fingers. At least it'll wash right off your hands. Also, word to the wise, try spraying this outside or in an area where you're not gonna get it everywhere. To finish the look, and this is completely unnecessary, but I just wanted to go for it, I'm adding blue contacts. Harley in the movie wears fishnet leggings with hot pants. However, if you think that's a little too risque or it's freezing where you are during Halloween, I'd recommend just wearing liquid leather leggings or some kind of tight jean to show off your legs. Put on some high heels and you're good to go. So, what do you think of my Harley Quinn? There's something about being a villain that's so empowering, right? Okay guys, let me know how you think I did in the comment section. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, subscribe to Pop Sugar Girls Guide, and I will see you next time. Happy Halloween!